Alright, so how y'all doing? Hope you're doing well tonight in today's video. Of course, back with another Land King showcase. I'm not too sure how many more of these I've planned, but I saw this one. I believe it was MERLIN did it, and you know, it's been a hot minute since I've used the LOLI MERLIN, especially on a team that isn't her full unknown team, and usually in that case, I do usually prefer to use the blue True Seeker MERLIN more, and I feel like that attack disabled from the passive is just so insanely powerful, combined with the fact, you know, she has Dissolve, she has the Flood card. She's overall such a good unit, and like in that case I feel like she really does compare just as well with this MERLIN. But so this team, I mean, the effect obviously combined with the damage over time, really good. They can't cleanse it, and then with the fact that, you know, you have the buff disable card from the lane, they can't use their Breath of Bless cards to just cleanse everything as well. But first time as well actually using this MERLIN since the April Fool's update. Really like the April Fool's cutout for her as well. A little bit better than the Kings if I do say so myself. But if you guys don't know what this MERLIN does, her first card here inflicts power strike damage equal to 475% of attack on one enemy. The second card inflicts damage equal to 280% of attack on all enemies, infects for 2 turns. The ultimate, which we do have 6/6, inflicts damage equal to 600% of attack on all enemies and creates barriers around all allies equal to 20% of damage, taking damage only from basic stats. And last but not least, the passive. The hero's damage taken from skills during enemy's turn does not exceed 40% of max HP, increases attack-related stats by 1% for every 4% of remaining HP when using skills. Overall, really good character. When she actually released, upon her initial release, should I say, she was very downplayed. She was made to counter the one, and I feel like a lot of people thought she didn't do it well enough, and the one could kind of just like plow through most of her teams, but she's still a really good unit, still holds up quite nicely. Having a look at the rolls here, nothing too crazy. I mean, it's just an attack crit, so we do have the HP defense as well, but I don't know. We'll stick with this one for the time being, and then jumping over to the closet. I don't know, she doesn't have my favorite costumes in the entire world. I mean, like, I was using the Hogwarts one for quite a while, but I'm definitely glad she got the tuxedo one from the 2.5 anniversary, because, yeah, I'm just not a real big fan of any of her costumes. But this is the team we're using today, pretty much the standard Holy Relic King build, and let's jump right into it. Here we go, let's see it. First opponent, LOLI. I mean, definitely glad we're out here seeing her. I feel like we shouldn't have the passive apply on any of our characters, fingers crossed. Yeah, okay, sweet. There we go, we'll be fine here. What do we want to go for? I feel like getting rid of the melee, especially since we're not going to have the effect from the LOLI, like, get it procced on us. Can we possibly kill turn 1 here? So nice as well with the Elaine. Never mind, we get a forfeit. But what I was going to say was, it's so nice, like, combined with the Flower Petals effect and, like, all the extra debuffs and whatnot you get from the passives in Holy Relic, being able to completely, like, apply the full King passive turn 1 out, like, right out the gate is so strong. First thing, always going up against Spawn team, yes, he does have Holy Relic. I mean, it's such a standard at this point, but, I mean, this is a really good card draw for this team here. Let's go 1, 2, and 3. We maximize card draw, and we also stop the gift effect from coming up, which is, like, the main thing. Also, you don't want them building up, like, a super strong gift effect, because, you know, once it gets to Gold Star, they're recovering 50% of the damage taken, which is absolutely absurd. That's gonna not proc. Okay, honestly, he doesn't cleanse. For some reason, I have like the Terry effect in mind when they put up the stance they cleanse, but we might just be able to one-tap Arthur in this next turn, I feel. We are probably going to lose like 1 or 2 of the debuffs just due to like them dropping off, but the only thing with the Elaine one as well, like, although you do apply it and you do get the shock effect out of a passive, yeah, no, the Holy Relic effect is there. Okay, I didn't quite think we were going to be able to keep that one. I do really want to rush King Ultimate here. That's a very strong play. Let's go 1. I mean, actually, having the Infect card as well is really helpful. I think I might just go like this. We put the Infect down. We obviously can't attack into them because the Nameless Dance effect would remove our ultimate gauge. Even if he has the buff effect up now, he's not going to heal, which is really nice. We're also like applying the full King effect on everyone except for Arthur. Let's see, yeah, that's just going to... It is still like a really good option throwing out that card just because they get like the max HP increase. So if he's trying to deal any damage or, you know, even just tank a little bit better, it's going to help out. Terry cleanses all those as well. Can we don't have enough debuff cards here. However, I feel like if we just throw this out and start like single target spamming into the bomb, we should be able to kill, especially if we can get like a crit off with MERLIN. Her single target damage still definitely stands up. The Power Strike card is just so goddamn powerful. That's fine. Terry can have the 1 HP there. And like, especially with the Abyss effect applying in this next turn, he'll die anyways. It applies before the like lifesteal. Oh, no, sorry, not before the lifesteal, before like the recovery rate and all that comes through. So taking over to Terry and he'll be dead. MERLIN has a very low HP pool, so attacking into counter characters really isn't her best option. But hey, look at that. Fended against the Barn team pretty well. And I just find it crazy as well how much I've been enjoying, the King team since all these Holy Relics have released. And obviously, Elaine helps out his case a whole bunch, but it just shows like one kind of like good supporting character to a team, and like, or just like a well-made Holy Relic even, and like, it's easily like you can run these characters again, and like, don't get me wrong, you can pretty much run any team and still win matches. Like, obviously not any team ever, but like I feel like at this point in the meta, like you can like, there's no like team that's like actually a team that you can't run. And obviously there are cases where you're gonna spawn into matches, it's gonna be like this, you're gonna get out CC'd, you know, they get the good card RNG and they're just gonna beat you, but like you're not gonna lose every match. Like not every match is gonna have the same outcome to this one, and there's not an awful lot we can do here, so I might just try and throw these single targets into King and see how much damage we can do. But yeah, even just like giving some of those old characters, like what they're going to do with the Brawler Barn, give him his sub-stat increase, and you know, give him, he already has the Holy Relic of course, but you know, just giving him that is enough to like increase his CC to make him like such a viable backline character again, and pretty much fulfills the role that Zeldris does, but in a different team, and that of course is the Ladosiel team. And what do we have here? The best team in the game. I honestly, like a unit that was like released and was like so downplayed, and like kind of like this Merlin for example, was so insanely downplayed and just like told they weren't valuable, and then just like, look, there's like, combine this unit with Kyo, she is one of by far the best damage dealers in the game. I feel like we can easily finish her off there. I mean, look, even with like the full support from his team, this Merlin's still doing a little bit more damage than King. I mean, granted, look, a lot of his like utility is from his passive as well, the ult reduction and all that kind of stuff, but like she still definitely holds up. And the Unknown team is one of those teams where like just the utility you get from all the units, and especially if you are able to run like the Amelia in the team, it is such a powerful team, and the freeze and the dissolve and everything like that. Like I don't see the team falling out of the meta for quite a while. Does the Arthur? Yeah, of course he does. Let's just go like this. Hopefully we can finish her off with these AoE cards. If not, the infect, should I say, is up there. Really? I don't feel like throwing out the Elaine card would have been worth it either. Hey, that's some nice damage still against like the Nameless Dance Arthur. I feel like in this turn here we can start, you know, picking some people off. Any cards from the Christmas Awakened Lilia, and I feel like our character's gonna die. Obviously the only character that could probably survive it is the Merlin, but oh jeez. Oh my god. Kyo actually dealing damage once his ignites are up. Surely that's not a HP. I mean, he does have a lot. Yeah, there we go, where debuffs come into effect. Can we just one tap you with that card there? Let's go one, and then actually I might throw out the infect first, just because I don't think that's gonna, I don't think he's procced his Holy Relic yet, has he? I mean, even if he hasn't, that's a nice little bit of damage there. And surely that kills? Crit maybe? Oh my god, he is so goddamn tanky, jeez. Okay, I mean, I feel like at this point we're still in a pretty good spot. It's one of those teams, like especially like some of the Trader Meliodas teams, where like once they lose their damage dealer, there's not much you can do, which is probably going to lead into like the team that I'm doing in tomorrow's video, which by far one of my favorite teams in the game. It's just all these like super supportive teams where you just have like the one unit do all the work. So goddamn much fun. We did actually like a variant of that with the Fairy team, where we used like a blue Helbram with the Holy Relic and all that kind of stuff. Super fun team if you haven't seen it. Highly recommend giving it a watch. And another loss, I mean, what is happening? And the match we won against the Barn team didn't even have the greatest CC in the world either from memory, so surely we can turn around just a little bit in this match here. Although we can kill the Escanor super easily. Do we go for the kill on Escanor? It does stop him from doing the double single target unless he gets... Ooh, actually, but I did see the melee did get the extra card draw there, so we're going to go for this play here. Hopefully that's enough to kill him. If not, I feel like the dot damage we'll get the turn after, or like when it ticks back to our turn, will be enough. And yeah, look, the Power Strike easily finishes them off there. I feel like with the crit chance she has against Escanor's crit resistance as well, she can pretty consistently crit against him, which does help out a lot as well. And would you look at that, we're actually going to be able to get a Merlin ultimate off in this one. It is super unfortunate as well that you can't actually get the shock effect from her AoE card, just because she isn't a fairy character. Let's see, the gold rank up there a little bit scary. Is he? Yeah, I thought so. I feel like Merlin is like one of those characters as well that's not used enough nowadays. That I mean, you could potentially catch a new player slipping with like the whole like the damage reduction part of her passive. Maybe you could have them throw like an ultimate or something into it. But let's see, can we maybe actually? In all honesty, might go for something like this. I feel like this will set us up for a slightly stronger ultimate. Effect cards stop a little bit of regen. You can throw that one out to get the shock effect applied again. Also stops the gift card from coming out more. We can bind just a little bit more. That way we can see real strong Merlin ultimate. Don't have any ult control or anything you can do to stop the ultimate this turn either. Hey, honestly, not too bad a setup. With the 6/6, I feel like might actually be able to one-tap everyone here. It has been such a long time since I've used the Merlin or like either. Like I said at the beginning of the video, we could just absolutely wipe everyone here, or we could not, especially since she does get the shields from her ultimate. It is obviously going to be slightly weaker than some of those other ultimates. In saying that, everyone is fairly low as well. Let's see though. Throw this effect card first, and wrap it up, and then hopefully we can finish off this final match with another victory as well. There's no way this opponent can bring this one back. Yeah, 600%. Nothing too absurd, but AoE, get the shield after, and they're going to be real strong shields. And once again, thanks to MERLIN for the team. Another Barn team. It looks to be a real player as well. The Barn teams can't get too crazy high. I believe they kind of like cap out. Like if you're like fully whaled out in the team, somewhere in like the 320, 315. So most of like the regular players you're going to see at like the kind of 300,000 range. I want to go for, actually, yeah, we'll go for this again. Obviously going to check if he has, yep. At this point, like with how long the Holy Relics have been out, pretty much all the Arthur's going to have Holy Relic. Real strong Holy Relic to invest into as well. Just like, not only that, it works on this team, it works with the best team in the game, the Christmas Awakened Lilia team. Would I still call that the best team in the game? I feel like I would. I feel like I'm still pretty confident in saying that. Obviously, it can get like super massively just destroyed by like any Valentine's Day Molescular teams, but I mean, ever since like the first like fortnight of her release, I feel like we haven't seen an awful lot more of that character. Maybe in top 100 there's a little bit more. I choose usually not to like play in top 100. I feel like, you know, doing showcase in top 100 just a little bit harder. I'd rather show you guys just before Challenger, because, you know, you get into Challenger and it's just bots galore. What do we... Nameless Dance up, so we can't attack with Merlin if we want to also rush ultimate. How much that gets us 1 off, doesn't it? Yeah, why not? We'll go for this here, and we'll kind of just chuck out the king card. Actually, I didn't even think about the fact that they have the ultimate reduction with Terry. That's annoying. That is annoying. We don't have anything to stop the... What's the one with the squiggly lines? Is that the buff seal? I think because we did the 2-turn one. That is the... Yes, okay, so that is the buff card disable. So yeah, we didn't really have to worry about chucking the effect card out there. Heart Crusher is going to hurt a lot though. Like, we know for a fact that Merlin's going to stay alive. King on 1 HP, the second he dies. Okay, sweet, King's still alive, barely. And we lost Merlin ultimate. Nameless Dance is still up as well, jeez. God damn, go away, Arthur. I'm gonna throw out the king card instead, just because we don't really have to worry about the gift effect. Obviously, the max HP is annoying once again, but not gonna get any health back from it. Throw out that one to get the extra shock effect. Please kill. It's a 3-star, right? Oh my god. Arthur just took that on the chin like a chin. Didn't even get to proc the Holy Relic. He just tanked that well. I feel like if the Elaine dies as well, we're going to lose the shock effect, because it's applied through a passive. It's not actually applied through the card. King dying as well, going to lose the ult. Damn, I was really hoping we'd be able to win this final match. I mean, I'm still happy with how the match played out. The Barn team sometimes, like, if you can't get your ultimate, some teams just can't win against it. There we go, and that just about does it for today's video. A really strong team, and a really fun team. I would like to use LOLI Merlin a little bit more. I just don't have like a crazy amount of team ideas for her that I haven't already ran in the past. And I don't know, there's a couple other teams I want to try before like I maybe go back to like an unknown build. Who knows, maybe we'll get like a new unknown character within the next... I know for the next 2 updates we are going to be getting the Brawler Barn and the kind of Snake Lady, but maybe the next like update or 2 after that we might get a new unknown character. Who knows? That just about does it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please hit the like button, subscribe. Really means a lot to me, and I'll see you guys for some more Grand Cross content.